So I have a freedom confession. I guess that's what I'll start calling them. I haven't done it's Wednesday, so it's time for me to post a video, and I'm trying to get out of this light, excuse me. But I did a video, I think last week I posted it saying, are you prepared? And my confession is I'm not prepared for the things that I am asking for. In my video, I was saying, like, I got an email from Dr. Stacia Pierce. She's a success coach, and her email was about being prepared for the things that you are asking for, and like business wise, prepare your business as if you're running a Fortune 500 company. You know, prepare yourself as if you're already a big author or big designer or whatever. But my confession is I'm not prepared. And even though I did that video, I did it to encourage others. And because every video that I do and I talk about, I'm like preaching to myself. These are all issues that I am dealing with. So my confession is I'm not prepared. And sometimes I feel like I'm not even doing anything to be prepared for what I'm praying for or what I desire or what I want, period. It gets discouraging, and every day I kind of have to just stay positive and keep my head up high. And, you know, finances is always an issue, and that's something that I am dealing with and learning how to deal with my finances better. So my confession is I'm just not prepared. Am I preparing? Yes. Am I preparing fast enough? No. So I feel like I'm not preparing myself fast enough, and it sucks. But I'm doing this confession just to encourage you and let you know that you're not alone. And I just always feel like a lot of people don't understand my process, and I just feel like I should be talking to God more and like drawing closer to Him, and I feel like I'm not even doing that because I'm letting like the worldly things get to me when I really shouldn't be, because it's always like cast your cares upon the Lord and acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. But you know, when you're dealing with surroundings and people every day, it's hard to stay focused. And I try my hardest every day just to stay focused on God. And I'm married, and you know, you just have different kind of issues that you're dealing with different people. And sometimes I wish I can just drown those things out and drown everybody out. Sometimes I feel like I just want to run away to just an island for just a week to kind of recoup and get myself together. Like, I've been through a lot. I feel like I've emotionally, mentally, like I've never experienced like anything like abuse or anything like that. But sorry, I'm trying to get this focus back. I've never experienced anything like abuse or anything like that, but it's just tough, you know? And I don't know why I didn't turn this away from the beginning. But that's my confession, that sometimes I feel like I'm not preparing. Like, I feel like my body is so drained, and I'm trying to get myself together, like mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Those are all important areas. Like right now, I'm really tired, and I went to bed kind of early last night. Early, I mean 10:30-ish. That's early. And yeah, and I feel like it's only like 10 o'clock in the morning right now, and I am drained. Like, I feel like I didn't even really sleep last night. But yeah, sometimes it just gets discouraging, and I know I'm preparing, but like I said, I feel like I'm not moving fast enough, or things are just happening fast enough. But something I heard like in my Bible study, which I post, like I always write down a lot of things that I hear that I feel is about me, and I posted on my Women versus Freedom Instagram. And a few things that were said at my Hiding Behind the Lipstick Bible study on Monday is that, you know, you're responsible for your now. And for a long time, I blamed my problems and situations on people, and just blaming them and saying like, it's your fault why I'm like this, and it's your fault you did this to me. But it took me a long time to realize that it's nobody's fault but mine, and I'm responsible for what goes on in my life right now. I'm responsible for the people that I surround myself with. I'm responsible for what I allow them to do to me. I'm responsible for my finances. I'm responsible for my health. I'm responsible for my mentality. I'm responsible for my just well-being, period. And I would blame it on a lot of people. And I know you do. You always hear like you are who you hang with. But sometimes you really can't use that as an excuse either. Because sometimes you just have to make up in your mind that you're going to just change that. Like, for example, my husband, me and him are on two totally different pages right now. And I fed off of that for a long time. But then I had to come to the realization that, you know, my husband is a totally different person for me. He's not going to be the same person as me. He's not going to be interested in the same things that I'm interested in. He's not going to want to do the same things that I'm doing. It took me a long time to realize that. So for a long time, I would try to force him to do things that I wanted him to do. And so then finally, as I started to come into myself and kind of recognize the things that have been going on with me, I realized that he's his own person, just like I'm my own person. So you can't blame who you are on anybody else. You just have to learn to kind of encourage the other person to change, or you just start changing and doing things, and then they will eventually see that you're changing, and they'll want to either follow along, or they'll be like excused from your life. And that's God. Like, you know, that'll be God showing you that, okay, they're not meant to be in your life right now. So that's my confession. I don't know, you know, I'm just speaking from the heart right now, and I don't really have anybody else to talk to, so I'm talking to you, whoever you are, and I hope this encourages you. And I just want you to know that, you know, you're not alone. And even if you feel like you're alone, you know, there's millions of people that are going through, especially women, that are going through what you're experiencing. I know there's a lot of women that are experiencing what I'm experiencing right now. So just my confession to you guys, to myself, that, you know, I'm not prepared, and I'm preparing but not fast enough. It's like I'm the type of person, like, I'm doing so much but I'm not getting anything done. That's me. I feel like for the past, my son just turned 4, so I feel like for the past 4 years, I started my first business right before he turned 1, which was an online boutique. And I you prepare yourself so much for things, and you still don't see anything happen. Like, I feel like I've consumed so much knowledge in the last 4 years. It's ridiculous, and I feel like I should be way further along than I am, but it's me. And I'm still doing that, like, right now. And it's hard because you try to find, like, what is that wall that is blocking me? Like, what is that mountain that I need to move to see the other side? Like, what is that mountain that I'm climbing to get to the top and then see what's on the other side? That's me. So I'll probably look back at this video and later on when I'm somewhere else in my life, and you know, I'm gonna be proud of myself first off, because I like to write. I like to write in a journal, so I like to look back and see where I was at a certain point. Sometimes you get tired of being where you are. Sometimes it's God just, you know, telling you to just be still. And I feel like that's where I'm at in my life. Like, God is just telling me to just be still. Like, stop trying to do so much at one time and just focus on one thing. And that's what I'm learning to do. So I'm preparing. I'm not prepared. I feel like the process is not moving fast enough. But you know, everything takes time. Now, I'm not saying sit around and don't do anything. Don't be pitiful. Don't just be complaining and stuff like that. You still have to work and do things and put things into action. But just continue to prepare. And if you feel like you're not preparing fast enough, then kind of reevaluate and see what's in the way and what's stopping you, and kind of remove those stumbling blocks out of the way, and then get back on the road to wherever you're trying to go. So I just wanted to share that. And follow me on Instagram. My personal Instagram is @YoungandLux. And the other Instagram is @Women versus Freedom. Just encouraging women to conquer whatever they are battling in their lives, to win freedom and be who you are and who you're supposed to be in Christ, and just receiving clarity. And that's it. So follow Women versus Freedom on Instagram. I'm also going through a financial freedom journey, so I will be sharing like what I'm doing financially and information that I learned on Women versus Freedom. So that'll be Women versus Money. It's all about just, you know, wealth. It's about freedom in life and wealth. So hope you guys are having a blessed Wednesday, and just be blessed. And I'll have another video up pretty soon. Peace.